If you're at all compelled about the longevity and expansion of the Mizzah Tee Show, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Links below. Hey there, fools. T here, and I'm back with another video. This video will be my first in the new and improved T-View. If you guys have been around a while, you know that my T-View videos have come few and far between. And the reason for that is that my style of gaming is not one of rushing through the game and beating it just to get up a review that maybe 300 people are gonna watch. I like to take my time with video games, but I started T-View because I wanted people to see the types of games that I'm playing, how I feel about them, and obviously give my rating on them. So I think with the new T-View going forward, what I want to do is more of a kind of comprehensive preview of the game, let you guys get a look at it in case it's, a game you're thinking about and you want to get more in depth with it, you want to find out more about it, let you get a comprehensive look at it and decide for yourself if it's something that you might want to play. Going forward, that's how T-View is going to go. I will still obviously be doing reviews of games when I beat them, but because of the way my gaming style, I play a lot of different games and sometimes it takes me a little longer to beat games. I'm in no rush. That's just the way I've always played video games. I'm not a paid reviewer, so it doesn't make sense for me to try to rush through a game just to get up a review. So T-View is going to be a comprehensive preview of the game, kind of a should you buy, based on your tastes, my taste. Some guys, you can usually tell the types of games I play, and maybe you might decide from that if it's something that you like. So let's go ahead and get started. The first game that I'm going to be doing for my new and improved T-Views is a game called State of Mind. Now, State of Mind is a game that I heard about probably last year. It caught my eye definitely because it's that really sci-fi, kind of cyberpunkish, kind of futuristic, world where you play multiple characters and you're kind of figuring out this storyline. And I remember, seeing about, I think it was on Steam that I saw it, and it's been out for a while, but now it came to the Switch, so I'm really paying attention. And as you see right here, this is the, I forgot what it's called, but this is the PAL rating system. PEGI is what it's called. This is the PAL rating system. It's not out physically in the United States and in North America and whatnot. So this is the, like I said, this is the PAL region copy. But it is available digitally on the eShop in North America, so you guys can check it out. I paid an extra $10 for this copy because I really wanted to, how I am about my retail copies. I like to get them if I can. And so that's something you guys want to think about in case you want to pick it up that way. So let's get a kind of background look at the game and see if it's something you might like. When mind and machine become one, what will remain of humanity? Berlin, 2048. The world is on the brink. Lack of resources, crime on the rise, war. Governments and companies promise remedies through technological progress. Everything is interconnected. Surveillance has become omnipresent. Richard Nolan is one of the few journalists openly criticizing this development. When he wakes up in the hospital after an explosion and finds his wife and son have mysteriously vanished, Richard realizes he and his family have become more than just bystanders in a storm of rivaling ideas pertaining mankind's salvation between dystopian reality and digital utopia. Instead, they find themselves right at the center of it. Features: experience an alarmingly realistic vision of the near future. Unravel a global conspiracy. Use dexterity, deductional skill, and research to reconstruct the past. Alright, so first off, let's talk about the presentation of the game, which is one of its strongest points. This game is visually impressive right from the bat. I was kind of taken aback at how good it was. It is an indie game, but it is done by, I believe, seasoned veterans that kind of collaborated and made this game happen. Right away, I was hooked on how this game looked. The world, the cyberpunk, like I said, cyberpunkish kind of look on it. If you guys are familiar with one of my favorite series, The Longest Journey, there are two different worlds in that game, and the world of basically the present day is kind of a really futuristic kind of Euro world where all these different cultures and whatnot make up like this huge kind of cityscape. And this game really reminded me of that right off the bat. The visual art style of it, as far as the character models go, is a little, how do I say, I want to say rudimentary because that may think negatively of it based on that, but it has kind of a polygonal kind of look to it, and I think that was on purpose for a plethora of reasons. One being that it kept the budget down, but I also think it does add to the style of the game itself, the kind of simplistic kind of look to it. But I feel like there's a lot going on here. The design of the worlds and the cities, the buildings, the vehicles and all that kind of stuff is more up to par. It's still, a little bit lesser than what you would expect from a bigger budget, maybe a AA type of game. But it doesn't matter at the end of the day, because this game looks fabulous in its art style, and I really enjoy that aspect of it. I really like it. I really like how it looks a lot. And then another one of my favorite aspects of the game is the sound design and music. There's not a whole lot going on as far as crazy sound design, but you will hear things in the background as you're moving around the world and whatnot. You have little bleeps and blops that you expect from a futuristic type of game. You also have news broadcasts going on, and that's one of the biggest things about this game that really blew me away is the voice acting is top notch. I mean, I was not expecting that from a game, again, that is a indie title, that is a smaller budget title, but the voice acting in this game is really good. I'm giving it like AAA good. I think it's that good. I was really surprised by that, and that is very necessary for this type of game, a story-driven game, to bring you into that world. And like I said, it is really, really good. You get, your typical kind of futuristic zooms and zeeps and, sounds like that from vehicles and computers and all that kind of thing. But mostly the sound design shines as far as the voice acting goes. It is really top-notch and one of my favorite aspects of the game. And obviously a big part of this game is the gameplay. Now, this style of game is not for everyone. I will say that up front. If you're not a fan of kind of point and click adventure type of games that aren't about like actions, fighting or shooting or anything like that, this is not going to be your game. But if you like a world that is cool, that you want to explore, that you want to learn about characters and the world itself, this is the type of game for you. If you're into games like Heavy Rain, Indigo Prophecy, Detroit Become Human, games made by that studio, I can't think of their names right now, but games like that, obviously games like The Longest Journey, this game will be right up your alley. And like I said, it reminded me a lot of The Longest Journey, the cityscape world of that, and it is really good. Be mindful that this is not a game for everyone, but if that's your type of game, if that sounds like fun to you, should definitely check this out. Alright, so my final verdict on the game as far as my preview is going to go here. I'm not going to give you too much of the story elements because that is a huge part of the game. My verdict is buy it. I think you should definitely get this game. If, like I said, this is your type of game, I say you should definitely buy it. I would say if this isn't your type of game, I would like you to probably check it out anyway, because I think games like this are, good for gamers to expand their horizons a little bit. Check it out. But, this may not be your type of game. I get that. But if it is, you should definitely check it out. If you have, games like that in your library, this will fit right next to those and you'll be very satisfied with this. I believe it's a 10-hour game from what I've heard. So there's a lot there, especially, again, for a small budget indie game. I think it's excellent. So definitely check it out. All right, so that's it for my T-View today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell me what you think. Do you think you like this style of T-Views where I kind of do previews? I think I can do, more of these because obviously it won't require me to go through the entire game. But I think after a few hours of playing a game, you get an idea if it's the type of game you want to play. If you're going to like it, there's not usually some big, game ruining, ending or middle part. That doesn't usually happen. You kind of gauge if a game's going to be good, if a game's going to be the type of game that you like, within a few hours. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you're going to check this game out. If you're going to get that retail copy. Like I said, it's a little bit more expensive, but I think it's worth it because I like my physical copy. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you as always for watching and listening, and now see you fools next time. Peace out.